Hi, this is Tina with T-T Plus, and I have today a package from Old Navy that I'm going to open with you. There's not as much stuff in here as it looks like from this box because I ordered some stuff for my husband as well. We've already taken that out of the box. Now, everything I'm getting from Old Navy is the women's plus clothing. So this is from the plus line. It is a button front shirt with roll sleeves that you can button with a tab. I will say the very first thing I noticed, the shirt's completely see-through. You can see through the white parts, you can see through the colored parts, and that wasn't really very obvious online when I looked at it. I don't really like how the fabric feels. My personal thoughts are on Old Navy. Love their stuff. They've got a lot of good trends. Their prices are great, but their quality varies. Some things you would think cost or are worth twice as much as you pay for them, and some of them, you know, you just wouldn't pay that that price for something. This feels a little cheap to me. I'm gonna try it on and see how it fits because it might be one of those things that if I wash it or if I wear it with the right things, it'll look really good. But I do like the colors, especially because I got these shorts, which I'm hoping match. Okay, these are also from the plus line. I think I said everything I got probably from the plus line. They're just Bermuda shorts. There's just a basic twill. Looks kind of dirty on the front. It looks like they kind of intentionally have a worn look to them, but it also looks a little dirty where the zipper is, like maybe on the assembly line. The zipper, Rand's waving at me from the other room. Like maybe the zipper rubbed against the outside and covered it. But I need some colorful shorts because summer is going to last here for a few more months and bright bottoms are really in style right now, and I have a hard time finding Bermudas that I like. So if those fit, I'm all about it. Now this is a black pin tuck gathered waist top. Since it has the elastic gathered at the waist, it's really flattering to my figure because the shirts that don't come in at the waist have a tendency to make me look really boxy. And it's got this nice subtle pin tucking here. I'm not real excited about the elastic on the sleeves. I don't really need anything pinching me and emphasizing the fact that I have heavy arms. Okay, my camera ran out of space and I didn't even realize it, so I went through the whole box of clothes and nothing was recording. So I'm gonna go back through some things. I left off here in this. I'm gonna say the same thing about this that I said about the first shirt. The fabric's sheer. You can see through it. It's thin. It doesn't feel like a very nice quality. The cut of it, with the exception of the elastic on the sleeves, which I don't like, and I don't know why plus size clothing really likes to put elastic there so we can pinch in on the pudge. I'm not sure, but I think it could be one of those things that is a really nice look with outfits, but the quality is definitely not great. This shirt, this polka dot blouse, It's made out of pretty much the same material. I think these are all cottons. Let's see if I can find them. I don't know where they've hidden the tag. You would think since the shirt was see-through, I could find the tag that tells me what's it made out of, but oh, here we go. Yep, cotton. It's just a real cheap, thin, see-through cotton. I mean, can you see my face? I don't know. I can see the camera. But I really like the polka dots. I think it's a nice, fun print, but it's very work appropriate, even at my conservative office. So, I might keep it depending on how it looks, but really I would have preferred this style of shirt in a higher quality fabric. If I remember correctly, I want to say these shirts were $25 a piece, which, I'm sorry, but I think you should get a better quality fabric for $25. I realize that that's not a super high price. People pay $100 for a shirt. I don't. But I do know that I can go pay $15 for a shirt somewhere and get something that's a better fabric. But I do like that it's a natural fabric, so yay for cotton in the summer. The shirt, it's the same thing. It's the same fabric. It's sheer. It's kind of stiff and scratchy. The color is really not what I was expecting. I thought that the cut, which if you can see it has these little drawstrings here, would be good. Nice, I could wear it over a skirt for work. It would be a good shape for me, a nice fun fabric. No, I'm sorry, nice fun pattern. But this pattern is neon, which is great for the current summer trend of nice bright neons. Excuse me, I'm still having some issues from my surgery. But it's a little bright for my law firm. I had thought it was going to be more this color green. That's what it looked like online. But as you can see, it's really not. It might still be okay, but I'll have to try it on and see. Now this is the last thing. This is the only thing I bought that's not from the plus size line. It's just a sleeveless shell. It's a charmeuse, so it kind of has that feeling of washed silk. It has this real pretty pin tucking, a little bit of stretch, and lace around the collar. And the lace goes all the way in the back, which is nice. So often companies forget that people look at the back of you as well. It's just a real basic cut. I think it'd be really nice for work. And it actually feels okay. It's nice. It's not super thick, but I can't see through it. And it feels like it would flow really nicely, like skim over my body. So there you have it. And now I need to try everything on. I'll be right back. Okay, first up we have the shorts and the button front shirt. The shorts, the length is good. I like that. They feel nice, but I really don't think they're very flattering. They are a little big in the hips, and the pockets are gaping. The waistband feels nice. It actually fits around my waist. So it's got a good curve to it. It's not gaping or anything. I don't think it's very flattering. I think there's too much fabric here and here, which is too bad because the shorts feel good and it's a really nice color. But I'll be taking those back. The shirt. I don't like the shirt. When I first put it on, Rand said he liked it, but I think it's a little matronly, especially because it's one of those button front shirts that stays closed. I mean, I have it unbuttoned all the way to here, and it doesn't want to sit like that. Every time I move, it closes back up. I don't particularly like how the fabric feels on my skin either. And it's a little tight in the arms, down here. Fits here, tight here, baggy in the middle. So I don't like this one. Let me see the next one. Next up, I have the black smocked shirt. I don't know if you can tell because sometimes black doesn't show up very well on film, but this shirt is huge. I ordered my size. I ordered the same size as the blouse that I just had on. I don't like it. It doesn't fit properly. A lot of the stitching has threads hanging out, and I just don't think it's hanging very well. This elastic should have given the shirt some shape, and it has not. It's just like hanging there in the center. So I'm really disappointed about that one. This was a shirt I actually had the most hopes for, just because it's very sweet, and I really like the style of it. It doesn't feel as scratchy as the other, but you can see how phenomenally sheer it is. It also doesn't really have a very good shape. It just kind of hangs there. I could tuck it into a skirt, which is what I was planning on anyway, so that part's not a problem, but it's too broad in the shoulders, and it's too big here in the torso, underneath my armpits. I really need at least one size, well, I'm not gonna say at least, I need one size smaller, which I'm very frustrated with. Not only I think is the quality of Old Navy clothing all over the place, their sizing is all over the place. Everything I ordered today is the same size, and I can tell you right now, because I've tried everything on, some of it's too big, some of it's just right, and some of it's too small. But they're all the same size. And a lot of them are the same cut. So it's not just that different cuts are more flattering to my body. But I digress. Next shirt. Okay, once I got this on, I actually thought the colors might be a fun way to get the bright neons at my conservative office and still be okay. It is more subtle on, I thought, than when I was just holding it. The ties. I appreciate that Old Navy is trying to do something a little different instead of just putting a tie here that you tie behind your back. But if you can see, I'm supposed to be able to tie these. It's almost impossible for me to get that in the middle. I mean, see, it's right under my boob. And I couldn't just tie them and put the shirt on because I wouldn't be able to get the shirt over my head. Whew, that was hard. And see, they're here instead of being here on the sides. So, interesting concept, not working at all. In fact, it completely ruins the shirt for me. And if it wasn't for that, I would have kept this shirt because it actually fits size-wise. And I've decided that I really like the pattern and it's a lot of fun. But it'll be going back as well. Last up, my favorite shirt, the plain green shell. It's too big, which means it gaps here. You can see my bra on the sides, which is a shame because it's actually wide enough here to cover my bra strap, which can be an issue. It feels nice and the color's nice and saturated. But the sizing's off. And I think if I went down a size, that it would pull here, which makes sense because this is not a plus size shirt, it's just my size and straight sizing. So I think that the conclusion I've come to is that I'm taking everything back. And there are a couple of pieces that if they sold the plus size clothing in the store, I would go in and swap them out. But it's not worth it to me to pay to send them back, pay to ship them to me again in a different size, just to try them on again and find out that maybe if I change sizes that it still doesn't work for me. So disappointing, I'm not keeping anything. But thank you for joining me as I tried on my things from Old Navy, and I'll see you next time.